part two of the best books I have read because of TikTok. Number one is If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. I loved this romance. I thought it was so cute. I literally ate it up. I thought the vibes were so good. And it gives like kind of Gilmore Girls vibes, but also not. And I also loved that it was set in the 90s. That was so fun. I just felt like the nostalgia was so good. Was I raised in the 90s? No. But I had a lot of things from the 90s because my parents didn't really update any technology and we kind of just used the same stuff. So I absolutely loved the 90s vibes. Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Do I even need to explain if you've read this? If you haven't read this, go read it immediately. This is such an amazing and beautiful story, and I ate every single bit of this up. It was so good. I also just love a good science fiction. I guess it's not science fiction, but I love a good like sciency book. I absolutely loved the astronaut program and loved learning more about that and also the trials and the different things that these women had to go through during that. So, highly recommend. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Do I even need to explain? If you know what this is about, you know it's going to be heartbreaking. It was so beautiful. I literally sobbed my eyes out. I talked about it like 3 days later after I read it and continued to just cry. I cried again because it's so beautiful, but also the most heartbreaking book I've ever read, and I'm not going to ever recover from this story. Sunrise on the Reaping. I loved this, ate this up. I love Haymitch. I loved him in the books, I loved him in the movies. And so learning more about what he had to go through when he did his own Hunger Games was just whew, have to take a deep breath because that killed me. That killed me. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I feel like this one gets a lot of hate, like this whole series. People are like, oh, it's so boring. How could you read that? I started with Assassin's Blade, and I actually think that that is part of what made this series better for me. I loved Assassin's Blade, and I loved Throne of Glass. And part of the reason I loved Throne of Glass is because of the little mystery that you also have going on inside the fantasy world. I thought that that was really great. And that's what kept me hooked because I see what people say when they say this book is slow and kind of boring. I totally get that, but I was hooked enough for the mystery. So definitely recommend this one as well.